cascade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Utes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Might be calling a hot route. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Unloads to the right. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add them down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Creates a little room. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll give it to him again. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're going to feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Wood. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Going to look downfield again. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolute shame. Missed it. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
Well, they knew coming into this game touchdowns were going to be real hard to come by going up against this defense. So when you got opportunities to kick field goals, you've got to come away with 3 points. You're not going to get these chances very often.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Back to throw, it's Berry. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. At the 45 on his way. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
The give from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Caught over the middle. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And they'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. Finding open areas. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. Getting closer and closer to midfield. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
Looking downfield on 1st down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Wood. Got room at the 35. They finally get him on the ground, and that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. As a result, they lose yardage.
The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Utes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got him. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's what...
Oh, he's got some flair. He stepped out of bounds at the 16, and now they have some room to operate.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of this big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throws into the middle of the field. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They just flipped the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. They'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Leaves it with the back. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You got to be able to finish plays, and that running back had it, man. He had a first down, but he just could not hold on to the football. You got to be able to finish runs. That's one thing this coaching staff is always preaching to their backfield.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Denmark. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone. They executed that perfectly.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. With the catch, it's Wood. Still running at the 40. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. But starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Utes will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Touchdown, Utes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the move. Turning it on. Touchdown, Gator! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And if I'm a DC, I'm throwing my foot. I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable. Having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
This crowd, unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Denmark. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Green. They bring him down at the 44-yard line. It'll be fourth down, but this might be prime go-for-it territory. There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. Let's see what they've got on second down. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's Berry. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
And that's the way you execute our offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And he tacked on the extra point. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Kendricks. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Utes decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to pass. It's Sperry. Throwing right. He's got it. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. Use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give out of the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He makes the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
To the air on first down. Rushes on him. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Utes headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Denmark. Across the 25. He's got room. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Utes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Looking left. And the timing just a hair off.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He'll step out of bounds at the 11. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got it on the run. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. And the Utes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to find the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Utah!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target, and that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He might want another play. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? This is a designed run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And the Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Sperry. Buying some time. Got a man, it's Clark. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go right back to the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success.
Intercepted, just what the defense's doctor ordered. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utes! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Sperry. Dances away. On the run, deep down the right side. Makes a grab on the shot. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it left. It's complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Making side adjustments here. Leaves it with the back. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How about that for efficiency through on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Now from inside the red zone. Moves away as he feels pressure. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
They'll move the wide receiver. It's complete to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in the groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. But when you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra first down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Man, and you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football. Almost had the big play.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Play action. Moving out of the pocket. The pass falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of this quarter. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback adapted. He'll pull it down and run. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Makes the catch. The Utes want to crank the tempo. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Going right and going deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
To the air, it's Sperry. With the catch, it's Brown. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looking to throw on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that.
Throws for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
A designed run for the quarterback. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Man, those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's taking a deep shot. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we've got to get the first down. Or we've got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
Caught near the sticks. It's Wood. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Utes moving quickly to the line. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They want to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. Finds his man. It's Wood. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. To the air on 2nd down. There's the pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. A shot toward the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And listen, you had to take a shot. You got to make something happen. Somebody has to make a play and to get back in this ball game, down a couple of scores, and now the defense has to come out, make some kind of miracle happen, maybe score, and then you got to kick and get an onside. A lot of things have to go right from here on in.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking to throw, it's Sperry. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season.